Hello and welcome to my final presentation video. Um, my project was to create a password manager program in Python. Um, I'm going to briefly go over the plan here. So some of the requirements were data structures and data representation. This kind of ties also into my read input and create new output data files. So the login information is collected from the user and initialized into an object which has an asDictionary method. Um, that method is then used to turn the object's attributes into a dictionary, and those dictionaries are then stored in text files. There are two types of text files, as there are two types of logins. Um, there is individualized vault files that only apply to specific users, and there's also a users.txt file which keeps track of all of the master accounts. Um, this program has password creation capability and API scanning to check integrity of passwords. Um, The I did not use recursion as it didn't really apply here. Um, as far as loops, dictionaries, lists, tuples, I have all of that in here. Input validation, I'm using the standard input validation.py file that was given to us in class. However, most of the input here is designed to accept basically any string. Um, as long as it is not empty. No part of the program will ever accept an empty string, and that is the primary validation. It also checks for duplicate information just to make sure that you don't overwrite an existing user or um, enter in duplicate information into like the notes field and stuff like that. Um, let's see. This program itself is not using SQL. However, I am using an API manager function to query an API at haveibeenpwned.com to check for um, password leaks. Yeah, let me see here if there's anything else I needed to discuss about this. So I'll real quickly just go over this architecture thing. Um, as far as objects go and how that works in, I created a custom class called credentials. It's abstract with a few abstract methods, asdict, password, and file. Login is an object that represents the logins that will be stored within your Vault file. So this one has a password override method and an asdict override method. Master login is the login that's used to get into the program and access your vault in the first place. And it has less information, but also has override file method, override password method, and override asdict method. Um, both of which will inherit their app username, email, all of that initializing information happens via a super call. Pretty standard. Um, so let's see here. I'm going to make this bigger and we'll run the program. Okay, so let's demonstrate creation first. So typed in create to make a new account. We will go with test one. Um, I'll demonstrate the password generation here by entering capital C instead of any other string. This password field will allow lowercase c, any single digit, anything except an empty string, or capital C. Capital C for creation, asks for a length. We will do 10. It gives you a strength rating, also explains that 1.0 is a perfect rating, so this is a 0.914, it's pretty good, so we'll go ahead and accept. Once you accept it, it copies the password to your clipboard and puts you back to login. So we will type in test1 for this account, paste our password, login success. Um, let's see, if you try to view the vault, since this is a brand new account, there are no logins stored yet, so we can go ahead and create one. Let's make a login for Google. Username Google Tester. Google Test at Gmail. Provide a password. We will just do testpass. URL google.com. Any relevant notes. Google Notes. All right, so it says login created. Puts us back at the menu. So let's view our vault, make sure that it's in there. It is. And now that we have something within our vault, the view vault function is asking us if we'd like to copy a password from our vault to the clipboard. So we'll say yes. Enter app username, email, URL. It's basically asking for anything except the password or the notes, and it will find that account and copy the appropriate password. So just to show off the backing function, I'm going to type back first and just get us out to the menu. So back does work, even though you said you want to copy. It gives you the option to back, and we backed. Let's get back in the vault. Do you want to copy? Yes. So we'll actually try it this time. Let's try to copy our Google password. Typed in Google, it says testpass copied. Testpass is our password, so that's working correctly. We'll go to the scanner now. Asks you to enter the password to be checked. Go ahead and paste our password since it was copied. It shows here password has been, testpass has been found in at least 36,000 data breaches. It's recommended that you stop using this password immediately. Puts you back at the menu. So from here, I am going to go ahead and quit, or I'll show that invalid menu options don't work. Validated. All right. So I did end the program there. I'm going to start it over again just to show how a login would work without creation. So I know this account exists in the users. So let's try and enter the wrong password here. Incorrect password kicks you back to login. I've done that on purpose so that the program can't be that easily brute forced. You could, in theory, kind of make a loop that deals with the username aspect of it, but I didn't want people entering in more than one incorrect password in a row without re-entering the username. So we will re-enter tester. The password for this is testpass, so it gets us in. Let's go and view the vault of this one. It's got more stuff in it. So again, would you like to copy? We can just say no, just to show how that works. Get back in the vault, say yes this time, and let's try to copy a password via email. So we'll do tweeter@mail.com, and it grabbed this account's password, tweetpass, copied, and sent us back out to the menu. We can again paste that into our scanner. TweetPass password has been found in at least one data breach. Recommend that you just thought, only one. That's actually not too bad, but one is too many. So, yeah, that's basically the program. See real quick. Oh yeah, okay. We can go over my README really fast. So my README is got a fair bit of information in it. Starts with a description, which I've given you, so I'll spare you. Um, List of required libraries. We're using 3 third-party libraries here that need to be installed. I have install instructions for that here. It's basically just using pip. It's the same kind of thing that we've done in class for installing APIs and that type of thing. Um, Operating instructions gives a little bit of info here for test accounts, how to get into those test accounts without having to create your own. It's got a file manifest, which has every file that should be included in the program folder. Um, as you can see here, that does include the user's text files, all of the um, all of the text files created by the program are designed to save in the working directory. So wherever this program is saved, I did that using the OS library. Um, the program does work best on Windows because of this directory path function. Basically, during testing, I was having a lot of issues with searching out the files on my computer in temp folders and that kind of thing. So I wanted to contain everything together in one space, and in doing so, I've had to format string where the files will be saved. But in Linux, and I'm not sure, but possibly just Unix, Mac in general, all of that uses the opposite type of slash for their pathways via forward slash like this. And Windows uses the backslash. So this program was written on Windows, and for my testing purposes, it worked out better that way. Um, yeah, I have a warning that basically says that this program is very hackable. Don't put your serious information in here because I'm not responsible if you are compromised. Um, my acknowledgments, I used, or rather I have the documentation listed for the libraries I used, documentation for the API that I use, and a bit of the inspiration that I got to use to create the project in the first place, as well as an update plan and information about myself. Um, yeah, that's basically it. I look forward to your replies, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.